thing. Groove thing.
We're moving on, keep it strong.
Yeah.
It's a it's a groove thing. I used to love Jeanne. That groove thing request line. What was the other song?
Hey DJ.
Hey Mr. DJ, we can do this party. Everybody's ready to party. Friday, January 23rd. So we can anyway. Oh boy, what's
going
up?
on, guys? Welcome to Still Diverted.
What a long but a short week it's been. Thank you, Martin. Thank you for the day off on Monday.
Here you go.
So it's been a 4-day week.
You were sleeping.
I sure was.
4-day week.
I sure
Getting
was.
these height.
That's why I'm so bright-eyed right now. So listen, Light Girls premiered on OWN this past week. Dark girls trying to be light, light girls trying to be dark. I don't understand what the problem is.
Well, that's Raven-Symone's problem. And then we have Alsina gets into a fight at a non-violent concert with the Migos. No comment.
I can't. Is Katy Perry a part of TLC's new album?
DK, why would you ever?
It's a feature. She gonna do Left Eyes Rap on Waterfalls. Y'all ain't ready. Let's do it. It's still diverted.
No, wait. What's the song about? I mean, my name won't today, but what's the beginning to that?
Waterfalls. I seen the rainbow yesterday.
Yeah, imagine Katy Perry doing that. I seen the rainbow yesterday, but too many storms. Like, how would
Let's start this show. Just make up the own words. Whatever you want to hear, that's what you just say.
Welcome, guys.
Welcome on a Friday morning.
I am extremely tired, so don't mind me.
But it's the weekend.
Would you? I need you not to slap my thighs like that. What's going on, guys?
Oh boy.
So what's on the start of today?
Is this? Oh, sorry. Let me fade it out properly.
All
right. Anyway.
Don't you hate shirts like this, and then you have to do it yourself?
Let me see.
I can never do it myself though, because my fingers are fat and my nails are always like.
Let me do it for you, mommy. Oh,
thank
I
you,
should
Dad.
touch a piece of your skin just to show you a lesson.
Oh,
that hurts.
Why would you give me a lesson?
You ever somebody like zip up your jacket, and by somebody I mean like an adult when you were a child.
And they do my neck.
And they get your chin. Yeah, especially if you were fat.
I think I did that to Ashton,
fat.
and he was just like.
He should have popped you in your face.
I'm like, why are you crying? And I was like, oh, I must have zipped up his chin.
Right. Anyway.
Thank you.
Is this the last week of January already? Nope, we got one more week.
One more week.
One more week, and it is over. And the next thing you know, you'll be like, oh my God, it's summer. And you'll be like, oh my God, it's Christmas. And you'll be like, oh my God, it's 2016.
Right.
That's the way love goes. We should have started the show with Janet. I want to hear Janet
that's how I'm
next
feeling
week.
right now.
I want to hear some Janet.
No, I'm probably going to feel flawless next week. Not today, guys.
Not today. Not today. Anyway, let's talk about stuff. So, this past week was Monday, was Martin Luther King Day. So, whoop, whoop, do it. Bounce with it, drop with it, lean with it, rock with it, snap with it.
I don't believe in that holiday, guys.
And I'm glad you don't. So, on OWN, they had because I'm not doing this for her today. So on OWN,
doing what? What are you doing? What are you doing? You celebrate that holiday?
So on OWN, they had a documentary.
What did you do for Martin Luther King?
I laid her right in this bed. And I was like, oh yeah, she better be black and in bed. So they had this thing on OWN called Light Girls. Is that what they called it?
Light Girls.
So they had, if you remember, a couple years ago, they had the Dark Girls, which was about all of the dark-skinned women in Hollywood. Why are you looking at me like that for? And then now they have this this new one called Light Girls. So in the thing, Raven-Symoné talks about how she would tan herself to be blacker. So she says, when I had my own show, I used to tan 3 or 4 times a week in a tanning bed to get darker. I did, and it's funny because one of the lighting guys came up to... Oh, sorry. One of the lighting guys came up. I love him to death. And he goes, Raven, I need you to stop tanning. You're getting too dark. And we'd have to relight the whole entire show. I said, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to be pretty.
Okay, number one, I understand the concept that they have with Light Girls. And I'm not knocking it at all because I've just to stay on the surface with things. If you could do dark girls, then you could do light girls.
Exactly.
Everybody has a story. Everybody has a perspective. My problem with Raven-Symoné, I just feel like she's just annoying.
She's just annoying.
You
You know what's so crazy about this whole thing, though?
I was just trying to be pretty. Shut up.
Yeah. No, but Raven-Symoné is very fair skinned. Like,
no, she is.
Like, where's this?
She is.
Where's
No,
this
but the
picture
last
of her?
statement just bothered me.
Like, this picture is like, that doesn't even look like Raven-Symoné.
No, it
But because we
doesn't.
know Raven-Symoné that was trying to darken herself.
But we knew. What if we go back to? Because you dirty, you didn't put on no deodorant.
I did put on deodorant, but you don't wear a t-shirt with like a thick sweater sometimes.
Oh, okay.
I have on a wife beater.
Stop
though.
scratching, because
Sorry.
I'm
Excuse me. I use my wife beater. So I use my wife beater. Look, I got a wife beater on. What are you talking about?
If you guys remember Raven from when she was on the Cosbys when she was young, she was just as light as the picture that you're seeing right here.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just that when we saw her on Disney Channel and she was doing Xenon and she was doing That's a Raven, she would be in the videos, superstitious and
very super.
right, and just a bunch of things, and she always looked like a typical colored girl,
Yeah.
with color. We didn't notice how pale she was because we remember her. We don't think Raven-Symoné killed Bill Cosby. At least I don't. I think Raven-Symoné, that's a Raven.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a Raven cheetah girl, and she was not that pale. And it sucks that she had to do something as to make her skin darker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just
which is so crazy though, because it's just like everybody's trying to be something that they're not. Because you have the dark girls trying to be lighter, you have the light girls trying to be darker, and it's just like, who's happy? Like, who's happy where they're at?
Nobody's satisfied.
I'm happy where I'm at.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Why not?
Because that's just...
It's 2015. This is the most snatched I've ever been in my life. I feel fine. Let's drink to that.
No, but it is...
Look at the shadow.
Look
at the shadow right here, though. The shadow is extra distinct today.
Very groundhog.
And I'm not wearing pants, so I don't want to get up. Can you get up and fix the lights? I'm really not... Is this a joke?
What's
No, just get up and then just turn this one down and turn this one down. You gotta stop getting darker. We gotta do the relighting for the whole show. No, but
just turn it off.
No, turn it off. Watch what happens. No.
I love this.
Of course, you like everything darker. Okay, let me get up and try to do this. Anyway.
You don't like it?
I don't want you to see my panties.
You are so annoying.
This is a train wreck.
Ay, Dios. Don't look at my butt.
Look at her butt.
What I just said.
Stop looking. You play too much. And if this was a show that was like, all professional, we would probably stop and cut this out. But we don't. We're like a mostly snip-free show. Mostly. I feel like there's even more shadows now, but whatever. It is what it is.
So this is going to be playing on Bravo, Lifetime, what?
This?
Like Girls.
Like, it came on OWN already. You missed that part. It came on Monday. Right?
Well, did you see it? Comment below. Tell us. And subscribe.
I think it came on Monday.
Subscribe.
No, for real. Work that subscribe button right there.
It's funny.
I never think about it. And you know what's so crazy?
Either.
Because we did this show for so long on Facebook that now I have to get used to, because once you like the page on Facebook, your work was done.
Right.
But now I'm just like, oh, you gotta like the page on Facebook. Facebook.com/Diverted.
Can you please put subscribe under my fingernail?
No, that's too much work. But subscribe is down there somewhere. So don't be blind. Look around. Get your life and figure it out.
If you're watching on YouTube.
Exactly. That's the only place you can watch Pumpkin, but okay.
DK.
But yeah, so light girls, yeah, Raven-Symoné getting darker. But I don't know.
Why you just said it like that?
I don't know. It's just weird to me.
I mean, I'm sure that there's gonna be a lot of challenges they had to deal with, but it's not them. It's Raven that's annoying to me. So
she has become a very annoying, in the past 3 years to me. But let's talk about good black to bad black. So this August Alsina concert, right? So there was a concert. I forget where the concert was at, but pretty much they were having a concert to stop violence, which seems like a great thing. A lot of violence going on in the world today. We got to stop. We got to do better. So you guys don't need to hear it, so we'll talk you through it. So TMZ got footage of the video, as they always do, and so look, so it comes into focus, and then you see these two arguing. So the whole thing that's happening here is that August Alsina, boom, is arguing with the promoters because he got there late, and I don't know if they don't want to pay him the money or whatever it was, but for some reason there was words got heated and words got exchanged, and then boom, they start fighting, and oh my god, all day fighting, oh my god, and then now look for Fab in the corner, right? Because this was impressive, this whole thing to me. So look, they're trying to hold August Alsina back. It's a whole bunch of rah rah rah. All the goons is out there, and then all right, come on, hurry up and pull out so we can see.
Yeah, the Migos run very deep.
Yeah, and then look. So this is August, and then look, boom, boom, scrapping, rocking, getting it in, boom, 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 cat. Oh, they fighting with Tim's and everything. This is very serious. And then look at Fab, just in the corner, like not about
it.
With
his lean in his cup.
With his lean. Fab.
His pinky
right,
ring.
35 years old, not with it. Like, not with it. Fab was like, I've been doing this in Freeport for years. Like, I did not have time to be here fighting at no concert with you young Negroes.
No, that is
Absolutely
so
not.
true. It's so
Absolutely
funny. Fab
not.
is just such a relatable person. I love Fab.
Right.
Because he's just regular, you know, a regular hood dude who just want to be fly, take care of his family, and go to the club
and
every now and then.
Nothing about nothing.
And it's so funny. But this whole non-violence concert, which is great, 2 points for them, but the fact that they're just arguing and yelling behind the stage, of course it's like...
Which is so dumb. It's just
out
like,
of
it's
order.
so dumb.
Get it together.
And it's just like, it's
and
embarrassing.
you're arguing it about nothing.
It's really embarrassing,
And Migos
honestly.
run deep. They run deep. So deep.
And they
like,
knock you out like fight
August, you're literally the skinniest person over there. Like, you clearly are not going to do anything because all of your security is right in front of you. And they're not going to let you pass through just to fight. So you're just talking shit. You know that your security is not going to let you get into a fight. So instead of talking shit, you should have just tried to diffuse the situation.
But you know August is a hothead.
But
remember, I don't know if we talk about it here, but the video of him at the concert where somebody stole like his fitted and then he punched the guy. No, we didn't talk about it here. Now that I think about it, but this is like over the summer, like in August. But he got into a fight at the concert because he was like crowd surfing. And I think somebody like stole a hat or stole his chain. I think it was a hat. And then like he like was basically like, you know, stop the effing show. But then they said later on that it was like a hat that his brother gave him. His brother passed away. So it was sentimental.
Oh, okay.
But, you know, it's just like, he's still very much like of a hothead. Because it's just like...
Oh, I was just about to say, because you can't do that.
What?
You can't, if your fans, like, touch all over you while you're crowd surfing.
Well, not they touch all over him. They took the hat.
Right, no, and that's sentimental. Okay, I was about to get on him about that.
Yeah,
like, you're being very iggy right now. You do not know how to contain your celebrity status and just accept that certain things are going to happen to you because now you're a celebrity. You know what I mean? But
which is crazy because even very quickly, I was talking to Naeem yesterday, and I forgot how we got. Because we were watching Empire. You watch Empire?
I have not watched any episode of, and it's only 2 that has been so far.
It was 3 on Wednesday, but we were talking. Yeah, but you got to leave after I finish shooting because I got things to do.
I know, you just tried it. You can't shoot in. Go ahead.
No, so we were talking about Empire yesterday, and if you remember on Wednesday, if you watched, Terrence Howard was sitting on the stage. Pretty much they had a funeral for somebody. I don't want to give too much away in the plot, but
this is The View, so we have water.
Exactly. Once you start going up against Kathleen and Holden, we'll drink wine and hard liquors. No, but there was Terrence Howard's character was sitting up on the stage at the funeral, and we were like, never in my life has somebody actually sat on the stage at a funeral. Like if you not next to line, but like if you're the closest family member, like you sit front row, second row, but I ain't never had nobody sit like, you know, casket here, you sit up here on stage. Like that's weird, right? So it was like maybe it's a celebrity thing. And then Naeem was like, he was like, yeah, so basically it transitioned to he wanted to be rich and famous. And we were all like, don't be famous, just be rich. And we were talking, basically we were just saying how like celebrity, like fame is just like a terrible drug or whatever.
No,
and like how people like just really get absorbed by it.
It is. And just reading that, before we transition into TLC or whatever story you was going to do next. I
was actually just sharing a personal story, but go ahead.
Okay. No, because this is what it reminds me of. Being celebrity and being famous, or being famous and being wealthy are 2 different things.
It sure is. Not just and I would pick wealth over fame any day. Because Snooki is famous, but Bill Gates is wealthy. So think about who you want to be.
Right. And just because you're a celebrity does not mean you're wealthy. TLC had to go through that situation with Pepper and you know their whole company and their contracts and then that they didn't have lawyers. And multi-platinum singers winning all these awards and have no kind of money.
Nothing to show for it.
So it's like, what these celebrities do, they do it probably because they want, you know, paparazzi. They want to be publishing articles.
They want to be seen.
They want to be seen. But I promise you, they're not making that much money out of it. Like, it's just not.
And it's not fun. Serious. It's not fun to be followed. Like, even like there was some pictures the other day that came out of Beyonce and Solange on vacation together. And like, you know, Beyonce, I mean Solange is like she was mean mugging the paparazzi. Like mean mugging them.
What she was doing?
Like she was just mean mugging them because it's annoying. Like it's got to be so annoying to like everywhere you go. Like imagine like every time like yesterday we were in Target together.
Mm-hmm.
Like imagine every time like walking through Target, people like stopping you or like just like
no, that
like you just can't live your life.
But you could live your life if you're used to that life. Like, if you have a Kardashian life, I feel like you'd be used to that life.
See, but the Kardashians, all of them are there for that bullshit. I wouldn't be there for it. Like, it'd be different if just, like, people only cared about Kim and then the rest of them just, like, you know, worked at Bank of America and was a teacher and did all kinds of stuff. I feel like that happens to all of them now. Especially... Yeah, because they all want it to happen to them. But if you look at... Give me somebody else. I don't know.
Me either. Those are the only
like Tia and Tamara. Sorry, those are my first go-to people.
Of course they are.
Although they're not as famous as Beyonce. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe they are.
They're not.
Shut up. You know that they're just as famous as the Knowles family. No, but it's just like you never see them in tabloids. Like, it's just like, there's certain people that just really just know how to skate by.
Right.
Mind you, you know, TLC might be like, you know, like C-listers now, so they're not really like top billing like that. Those, I still like them a lot, so I don't talk about them too badly. But my whole thing is just like, there's certain ways to avoid paparazzi. So I'm just like, anyway, the long and short of it was just like, you know, just like how people like, how fame and like, you know, money are like so right here for some people. And I'm just like, when they're really like two totally different worlds. Right. Two totally different worlds.
Going into another world of TLC.
Fame and money.
Right. So they are having this Kickstarter program and they're funding their next album and they need at least $150,000.
I don't know if I like this.
And...
I don't like this.
There's nothing for me to like.
I don't like it.
I'm not going to like your music. No shade.
Shade. You didn't like We Were All.
No, I knew you were going to bring that
meant to be.
Meant to be. No, that was cool. No, that really touched the soft spot. Like, MTV. Yeah. And, like, that was cool. You know what I'm saying? Because they were a girl group and they didn't have, you know, a bunch of children. And, and they weren't mothers. And
mothers. Well, they were, but, you know.
They were, but they weren't, like, taking care of all these other responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand you guys are entertainers at the end of the day. But I feel like after long down the line, 10 years, 20 years... There's a cutoff when it becomes and it's just time to hang it out. No, like, seriously. After 20 years, you should have been investing your money.
And just let your legacy rock. Like, you know,
right.
When Waterfalls comes on, let it be like, oh, Waterfalls is on. Right. Not like, oh, Waterfalls is on. But you know, they're going to play that new song next, but you don't want to hear.
Exactly. Like, now it's just looking like you don't have any more money. Yeah. So now you got to get people to fund you. And now you're doing these, like, passes and sleepovers and having people come to the set if they donate and all this other good
pretty
stuff.
Pretty much, the whole thing was it's just, like, so I think they raised, maybe now it's, like, $90,000, something like that. Yeah. But if you give a certain amount of money, you get, like, a special perk. So if you give $5,000, no, $50,000. Was it 50 or 5? $5,000. You get to, have an intimate sleepover with them. So Katy Perry was one of the people that has donated money, and she donated $5,000.
$5,000.
So Katy Perry is now invited to the sleepover.
But this is what I'm
Which, you know what? Funny enough, I don't think I would want to be invited to the sleepover. Like, if that was the case, either I would just donate like $4,999 just to not be invited to the sleepover. $4,999. Or, like, you know, just give. I don't know.
You know what I
But I don't like stuff like that.
Let me tell you something. I don't like stuff like this because in my eyes it's like, I'm not letting you sleep over my house. Just
well, it's definitely not one of their houses. It's probably at, like, you know, the penthouse at, you know,
that's what
the Waldorf Astoria.
Right, this what brings me to another thing. You guys are celebrities. You all have done or dealt with the same things. Like, we all know what it is to give room service and have a hotel and have a cook and have a chef.
Because it's not for Katy Perry, though.
That's what I'm saying. But
it's for me and you and Tanya and Keith and Bobby and, like, you know, everybody else that's never had room service.
Right.
It's not for Katy Perry to be hanging out.
But I'm saying, but if you donate this much money, this certain amount, then you get to be at the sleepover. You understand? It's not, this sleepover is not for people who's donating $5.
Yeah.
It's $5,000. And I'm sure people who have donated $5,000 already dealt with
can afford
room service and chefs and cooks and cleans and maids. It's like, it's overrated. And I love TLC. No, between, you know, Red Light Special and
no, we live for TLC.
Baby. Like,
if you were confused, go back and watch the episode the day after the TLC movie premiered. Like that whole thing was about the movie. TLC. Honestly, the whole thing.
No, but I really do. But
the cover photo is from us doing the I mean, at the end, not the cover photo.
Right.
The dance thing.
Right.
Anyway, that's another story.
Look, the point being is that we both love TLC, but it's here and y'all don't need to be doing another album. For who?
For who?
For what?
And then my whole
Your
thing
fans are 30 years old.
Yeah. And then my whole thing, and now they're going on tour with New Kids on the Block and Nelly. Don't care. But my whole thing is, it's just like, if I put in money to support this album, like let's say, like boom, let's say if I did have a little bit of bread, somebody to splurge. If I spent, if I put, let's say $150 to Kickstarter, thing for the album, I shouldn't have to buy the album now. I already bought the album like 8 times with that $150.
No, and
like, why do I have to?
They're saying the people that donate $5, you might get like a free thing off iTunes or something, or like a free song on iTunes.
No. And you know what? Kickstarter is a great idea, but not for this and not for them. Like, not for them.
You're just telling me that you're broke. You're telling me that you don't have money to, for your production and for your stuff, for your things. And now you're reaching out to other celebrities for people to buy your music, and it's just like, but who's gonna buy it?
And I don't think I could ever do that. I've seen people, especially like YouTube people, do it before, like do Kickstarters and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, no.
Or are you talking about like GoFundMe? Because I see people do GoFundMe too.
GoFundMe too. GoFundMe is a little different, but it all depends on what you're doing. Like, if you're trying to make a GoFundMe because, you're about to take a trip, to Ghana.
Spain.
Exactly.
Right.
And you're just trying
to... And you're going by yourself and you need some money.
By all means.
That makes sense.
But it's just like, for your own... Even though it's not your own personal thing, it's really like your own personal thing, really.
Right. I wouldn't... Let me tell you... Not that I wouldn't, because I am the type, like, if I had it to, like, just... throw the dollar in the bag when I see somebody singing, Showtime, instrument playing.
Showtime.
Showtime.
I was confused. I was like, Showtime. What is Showtime?
Showtime. I respect the hustle. I really do.
Yeah.
But it's just like, you're basically telling me to put money towards, your album. So I could go cop your album. Yeah,
like you got 5 on it, but I'm not. I got 5 on it, but I still got to buy a whole nother bottle for myself. So what am I putting 5 on it for?
Right, I'm just getting my 5 back.
Right.
Like, what is that? You know what I'm saying? And then what if I don't like the album?
Touché.
I mean, if they are still working with Neo and these really great artists.
Even Neo's been falling off for me, but that's neither here or there right now.
I love me some Neo, but
I love 2006 and above Neo.
Me too. Yeah.
I like Sexy Love, When You're Mad.
Right.
I don't like that. What's that song? The new one. That's the newer one.
What? Because I love Let Me Love You.
I don't like Let Me Love You. All of that EDM.
Well, I mean, pop, that means.
I don't know.
We live in America, so that's just demographics.
Yeah,
that's money right there. Because he didn't start off like that, so he clearly transitioned because he sees where the money's going.
And he's making great money from it.
Clearly, and songwriting too. He's making plenty of money.
Yeah.
But like I said, if he's working with TLC for that album, and I don't know, hopefully they get somewhere. But I know I'm not.
Yeah,
I don't have the interest. I don't know if it's gonna be the top album being sold on iTunes.
Am I being a hypocrite though?
Why?
Because
you love TLC?
No, I do love TLC. No. I can call a spade a spade. Like I can definitely. Just because I'm a fan of yours, don't mean I'm gonna stand up for everything you do.
Right.
But I don't know, because I feel like because I'm always rooting for a good comeback. Like, as a fan of, like, daytime TV, when Ricky Lake left for, like, 10 years, and then Ricky Lake came back, I was all gung-ho on the Ricky Lake train until I saw the first episode. And then I was like, wow, I like the old Ricky Lake. It was very ratchet. Ricky Lake was like the original ratchet TV.
Listen, I never got a chance to watch Arsenio, and I heard it was a great show.
Yeah, but even Arsenio.
In the 80s, what I'm saying? Totally different time, different technology, everything is
technology.
Different.
Well, they're not using the same digital editing software they were using in '83.
No, but I'm saying, like, the topics that they talk about, it's not relatable for them because they're not actually using it. Like, their kids are.
But it's not for you. The Arsenio's audience, which is the problem. Like, people like try to do shows like that. But I think Arsenio was coming in with the audience that he had before and not breaking new ground. It was just like the people that had watched Arsenio.
Right. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I feel like it was. You're talking to 50-year-olds now that they have responsibilities. You're talking about 40-year-olds that you probably don't have time to watch your show. You know what I'm saying? So now your audience is still 20-year-olds, but we're like, who are you?
Yeah.
You know?
It's like, oh, you're old. My dad used to watch
you. Yeah.
It's like that. It's like
that's
that.
That's exactly what it is.
And that's what it's going to be for
and
TLC.
That's exactly how I feel about TLC.
Exactly what
Just
TLC.
shut up. You can't be tight.
Oh my God, look at that. But yeah.
No, but that's what it is.
Yeah.
So,
which is why, I think, side note, why first Jimmy Fallon is winning in late night, and then which is why he has the Tonight Show now.
I love that.
Because, like, Jay Leno, as great as a host as he was, he wasn't reaching he wasn't reaching younger people, and like Jimmy really made it happen. I love Jimmy Fallon.
No,
Hi Jimmy
and Kimmel.
Hey
actually.
Jimmy, I like Kimmel too. But I like they're both Jimmys, but Fallon and Kimmel.
That's why I said Kimmel.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys.
But, ooh, my water's done. That means it's time to go.
Sure.
Look at my NFL glass. I like football, and by I mean my dad bought these mugs because he likes football.
And they definitely say FedEx.
If I had a mug, it would be like Bravo and VH1. But that's neither here or there. Have a great weekend. Like we said, make sure you subscribe, do the finger thing. Make sure you like the page.
Because it could be over there too.
Make sure you subscribe. make sure you like the page. I don't know how anything works around here.
I hope this is a great semester for you guys. For people who are starting next week. And
for all of you seniors, finish strong.
Right.
I'm supposed to be graduating this year. Like, if you graduate in 2011, it's the semester you're supposed to graduate college. But, like, 90% of us ain't graduating. But the 10% that are, get it done.
One thing I learned about college, I know that I literally had to learn this year, is that when you first step in, you be like, I gotta rush, I gotta get this done, I gotta do this. But as time goes by, you know, you want to do internships, you want to make this money, you want to work,
especially if you want to do
your parents' house, or you want to get a car, you want to get your own clothes, you want to get your own... It's going to take longer. It's going to take longer.
For people that is like just entering college, or like you just finished like your first year, these are like such a strategic like 4 to 6 years. Like these are really just like your training years. No, for real.
Learn.
Like if you mess up stuff within like this next year, 6 years, like you could not really say mess up the rest of your life, but if you set up these next 6 years correctly, you could be well on your way by the time you graduate. Well on your way.
Graduating.
Look at that serving some wisdom.
Because I want to say graduating is the goal, which it is.
Well, it is, but
between that time.
But there's no time for that goal. Now, I'm not saying, take 20 years to get your bachelor's.
No, that's not.
That's a long time.
That's not what I'm saying.
Life happens. Sometimes people have to take 20 years. But if you ain't got no babies, you ain't got no kids. You got babies or kids. It's the same thing. If you ain't got... What's wrong with you?
No, go ahead. Say what you just said.
Anyway, if you ain't got no babies, and you ain't got no kids, and you ain't nobody to take care of, and it's just you living in the dorm, going to parties on alltheparties.com. Remember alltheparties.com? And 7 days and 7 nights. You don't remember that?
7 days. I always saw people taking pictures.
Yes, and alltheparties.com. Yes, they... That's a flashback Friday.
No.
On that note, it is really time for us to go. We'll see you guys next Friday, right here on Still Diverted. The joke.
The celebrities.
The foolery.
The diversion.
Still Diverted every Friday right here on our Facebook page.
Make sure you like us on Facebook at Still Diverted.